interceptions, 69 passer rating. Zeke, 31 rushing yards. Tony Pollard had 14 rushing yards. And CeeDee Lamb had 1 reception for 21 yards. If your stars don't show up, you don't have a chance. And those guys did not show up in that big moment. We can talk all this other stuff. The reality is those guys did not make the plays. And two, they made enough plays. That defense did enough. You know, I was so worried, and I talked about this early in the season, the physicalness of San Francisco, but the defense did enough. The other 23 points, you got to come up and make plays on offense, and the offense did not do that. This blame goes on Dak and the stars on that offense that did not show up in that big game yesterday. And Tyron Smith, the offensive line, too, because they got beat on both sides of the line scrimmage.
You're blaming the stars.
She asked me a question, I answered the question, man. I'm not going to sit here and play this with you. She asked me who's the most blamed before that loss. I'm telling you who's the most blamed. Those stars of the Dallas Cowboys offense did not show up in that game, and that's why they are sitting home today. Couple of nothing bad news I want to give you to start the show. Number one, and I'll explain later on in the show what I've endured over the last month or so. Doctor told me to monitor my voice, energy, all that stuff. I ain't listening. This is number one. Right? Number two, you know, it's interesting that you brought up your ending because y'all see what changed over the last 27 years. Dallas Cowboys. So let's get that out of the way. Now as we sit here and reflect, and I'm trying to keep my cool down, I know it's blocking me something. But I ain't doing it today. You ain't getting away with this, okay? Molly, we had a bet. This never in the history of betting has this ever happened. Michael Irvin bet me that the Dallas Cowboys is going to be so fly and so fine. And he said that if the Dallas Cowboys or when the Dallas Cowboys went to the Super Bowl and won it, I would have to dress in a Cowboys apron and clean his house. Let me tell you the interesting part about that bet. Do you know that there was no reciprocation? I didn't even ask what do I get if I lose. All I wanted in return is for that brother to sit right there. I told y'all. I told my man Dan Orlovsky. I told Michael Irvin. I told Ryan Clark. I told Jeff Sack. I told everybody. All the football experts, all the aficionados. I'm the one who said they won't even win a playoff game. I'm the one who said just wait. Be patient. They gonna screw up.
That got that nigga fucking. Bruh, I ain't trying to do that, dog. You ain't gotta force it to me, cuz. You ain't gotta force it to me. I was just trying to see make something work that first time, though. Y'all can run y'all positions. I really outball niggas. That's right.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
Warfare. Right.
This can't be right. Trouble with your taxes? You know, filing your taxes doesn't have to be complicated.
This is what happened. So we get into a Dallas Cowboys team, right? And so, Ezekiel Elliott, getting the ball 12 times, rushing the football 21 times for the whole game. You got Kellen Moore. He interviewed by Jacksonville. He's a candidate potentially in Chicago and Minnesota. Nobody brought him up. Everybody's missing the fact that, again, what I say to you is, what can go wrong will go wrong. Why do I bring that up, Michael Irvin? Because in Big D, what happens is the ego invades the issue. And what happens is you got an offensive coordinator that wants to prove that he's so worthy, looking for an opportunity. He forgot to do his job yesterday. He forgot to run the damn football. He tried to engage in too much trickery, okay? And on top of it all, excuse me, quarterback sneak, when you're at the 40-yard line, it's 14 seconds left. Yes, Dak should have got down a little bit earlier. We did all that. Why do you call that when 3 consecutive plays, you went 40 yards on 3 completions and got out of bounds? How about the San Francisco 49ers proving to you that they can defend that? Do you do that if you Kellen Moore? Do you exploit that? No, you do not. Everywhere you turn, offensive line, defensive line, running game, quarterback, wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, okay, excuse me, defensively, what
That's
you
right.
do? Every single place you turn, the Dallas Cowboys, the better team, collapse. And guess what? We don't even know we can blame Mike McCarthy. You know why? We don't know who's still in charge. Kevin Moore's running the plays. Did he consult Mike McCarthy? Did Mike McCarthy approve this? Or did he say, I don't know what the hell, I know we should snap the ball. And then, finally, to just embarrass themselves, what does Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy do? They talk about the official. They talk about the umpire. Come on, Jordan. They said, you should have got the snap.
My fault.
You didn't know. You didn't know that you're supposed to hand the football. You didn't know you ain't supposed to hand it to the center. You didn't know that you're supposed to give it to the official because the official has to spot the ball, not you. That's lack of preparation. Every single layer of the Dallas Cowboys.
Wasn't ready for it, huh?
I can sit up there and
The
say
diamond.
they all messed up. This is why you see it as a force between the Dallas Cowboys. This franchise is an utter disgrace. Every big moment that arrives, they look at you, they look at Emmett, they look at Troy, they look at everybody, and they say, we wanted y'all. They never earned it. And fools like you, grabbing Micah Parsons, who's the stud, on draft day. Yeah, we got it. We got the coup. You anointed. You, a Super Bowl champion, a Hall of Famer for the Dallas Cowboys. You anointed people that were not worthy. The last dance, Molly, the last dance, Michael Irvin, Michael Jordan, what did he say? Got cats coming here, acting like they can roll with us when we won the championship. You ain't doing damn thing yet. What we did. You just got here. You gotta prove yourself. It's your fault just as much as it is everybody else because you anointed people who were not worthy just because they wear that star. You, right now, you are culpable just as much as anybody, and you know it, and you gotta deal with it. And by the way, lastly, first of all,
My fault, y'all.
your last dance isn't a
Yeah, back.
because you're asking me to do something that Michael Jordan was doing.
Okay, my fault.
So Michael Jordan, when he was checking those guys that were coming in, you're not going to outside in the locker room, so that's not applicable. If I was in the locker room, we're talking about something different. What I talked about. Do I not have footage of you on the sideline? You're on the sideline. Come on, man. The way you walk like that, you have to be in there. I can't be on the sideline every now and then. Not be able to get in their chest or in their head. That's a different thing. That the analogy was not applicable here. I understand what you're trying to say. I know what I understand what you're trying to say as far as anointing people. Okay.
Bro, put me in.
First of all,
The former year.
The only dudes on that team that I should say, the rest of them chunks maybe didn't earn it, but Michael Parsons earned it. Well, Mike Parsons got hurt yesterday. Was he in the game? Was he in the game? Was he in the game? Followed it out. Followed it out. The problem was with the guys that I mentioned early on in the game, just early on in this segment. It's the stars of this football game. I needed Dak to carry that offense yesterday. And the defense did, to hold down that great running game and that great play caller and Kyle Shanahan. Even though they stopped them, they moved the ball up down the field, like you said, but they stopped them from getting in the end zone. They made it 3 points game and took the fade most of the game. And Dak never turned the corner. That offense never turned the corner and came back and put points on the board. You realize it's a help them. You realize this quarterback went into the press conference and avoided the figures of those things. Well,
Alright, that's where I want to go now. Hold on.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Piccolo?
The Cowboys are blaming the officials way too much. I agree with blaming
He talks about the officials too much.
Right, but Dak has handled so many situations well that he's built up the ability to not be
Yeah, the excellence.
he's handled them really well. If you're the Cowboys, though, there's a lot of blame that can go around, but I think it has to start at the head coach and it has to start at the quarterback.
Good
The
shot.
reality is this football team under Mike McCarthy, outside with Dak Prescott as their starting quarterback, outside of the NFC East, is 6-9. They're a 6-9 football team with Dak as the starter outside of the worst division in football. They're 18-15 under Mike McCarthy. That's not good enough. We had week 3, so these are the situations. I want to give this research to them. These are the situations of the poor clock management or game management with Mike McCarthy this season, not just yesterday. Week 2 against the Chargers, remember? The clock wound down. They said we couldn't see the clock. Week 3 against the Eagles before the half, they get the ball backed up. He isn't calling timeouts. The Cowboys don't get the football back with any time left on the clock. Week 6 against the Patriots, they call timeout with 25 seconds left, kick the field goal, give the ball back to the Patriots. Week 15 against the Cowboys, Dak throws that out route to Dalton Schultz, and all of a sudden they don't call a timeout because they were in the own zone or something like that. Week 17 against the Cardinals, he challenges or he calls timeout because not the opportunity to challenge. So if we want to blame anybody, plenty of blame to fall on Mike McCarthy. And then Dak Prescott. There's 3 quarterbacks in the NFL that make $40 million a year. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes each had over 400 yards of offense this week. Dak Prescott wasn't good enough this weekend. He wasn't the singular reason why their football team lost this game, but he wasn't a reason why they overcome it. The truth is, this should have been a beatdown. The 49ers should keep the Cowboys down. They just kicked field goals. That's the only reason for this game. Football game. $100 million receiver didn't show up. Amari didn't show up. CD didn't show up. $90 million Dak didn't show up. The $140 million have no chance.
Appreciate y'all getting down there.
The supporters to turn around and be the stars, and then ask the stars to be the supporter. That is a disorder that brings about a dysfunction. That's why that team
14 penalties. 14 penalties. 8 of them.
It was hard to watch the game with
8 of them either gave San Francisco a first down or took a first down away from the Dallas Cowboys. That's all self-inflicted stuff. As always, everything Let's understand something here. Let's just break this down. You didn't bring this up. I'll bring this up. Y'all don't relate to this. You know what happened yesterday?
Good shot.
Prescott shows why Jerry Jones is so desperate for a Remember when Dak Prescott came into the league? 4th round pick? Remember when
Whoa.
Jerry Jones
Whoa.
was still holding out?
Whoa.
Romo would get healthy, sit around,
legend out of the last 27 years. He hasn't been there.
He's a part of that. He's a part of that.
You assume that Tony would have won.
No, I didn't say. I'm not assuming that Tony Romo would have won.
So why do you think Jerry sits out on him?
Because what I'm saying to you is that when you look, first of all, you yourself have said you talked about how Tony Romo would have beat. No, he's a baller. Okay, and he was a baller. You look at Dak Prescott. He was one of the most atrocious. Well, the most atrocious. By the way, now one of the most respected something like that. Now let's count the ways. What should have taken respect? So you got a problem. Got a problem with the offensive line. Problem with the quarterback. Got a problem with the wide receivers. We got a problem with the three penalties. Okay, we got a problem with the play calling and the offensive coordinator. We got a problem. And for fun, man, because I was watching Dominique Foxworth on Get Up earlier this morning, he made a very astute point when he talked about it was one of the rare cases that clock management wasn't an issue you could tell Mike McCarthy about because he actually did a decent job yesterday. Except at the end of the game, we didn't know who the hell was calling the play. The big punt situation was bad. The big punt situation was bad too. Before they executed, not necessarily before they called, before they executed. And by the way, and then on top of all of that,
Back up to him.
who kept the offensive coordinator? Who got this guy thinking he's the next Jason Garrett, where he gonna be the coach that's inserted and he gonna get a 10-year deal because your love affair with him, Jerry Jones. What I'm saying is, I'm giving you multiple layers from top to bottom where finger pointing take place. And the only reason I'm being kind of generous so I'm concerned about Jerry Jones. I want to help him. I want to stick around for a long time.
Just right quick, but let me see, Dan, you know, I know that you hear about Mike McCarthy's record. Let's just be mindful that Mike McCarthy came in under different circumstances. He was just starting to deal with COVID in that first year. It's all different. I'm just saying, so I'm just stay fair. He came in, he even had a part of his culture to change defense. He lost a lot of those games. That's just a fair point to lay on the rim.
I'm just saying, if we go, I'm afraid of winning the Super Bowl.
I'm not making excuses for Mike McCarthy. I'm just laying facts out on the reality. Those calls, I sat right here and said, you know, don't tell me about all those calls early on because we were lighting up the scoreboard and they were winning games anyway. But now they're now they're not lighting them up. So yes, all those calls come into play. But all in all, I need soldiers to stand up and get so far. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I try to get a dunk off. I try to dunk on that nigga.
Premium content. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.
The magic is calling you to the celebration music making with worlds of love shine like
Fucking green.
Join us for the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary celebration. All the bad decisions, Mike McCarthy, and I call them bad decisions, not mistakes, those are bad decisions. Yeah, there for them. Going down the stretch and all those missing
I get the
timeouts,
ball.
not having a timeout, but challenge that fumble that was a fumble. You can't defend that. You cannot defend that. So when we start talking about, I look at what do you have coming if you do get rid of Mike McCarthy. Right. You get a Sean
Hit
Payton.
me.
Yeah, I see.
And one, sauce. Man.
But if you're not getting one of those guys, I'm not. You put a lot of what goes on in offense on Mike McCarthy. I put that on Kellen Moore. We're singing the praise of Kellen Moore. We're ready to make him a head coach right now. He's running that offense, not Mike McCarthy. He's running that offense, an offense that just did not show up. We mentioned all those $100 million players did not show up. Yes, that's somewhat on Mike McCarthy because his job is to motivate, not just
A little nigga.
He's a job also dig down inside each one of those guys and bring out the best, and he's not doing that. But I don't know, where do you go? If you don't, I know where you go. Get me somebody like Bill Belichick, and I'm not willing to make the change.
I know where to go. But before I go to answer this question, let's go to the videotape. Can I get that? Can I get that?
Mm.
Because most instances, when something goes wrong with Cowboys, we don't even know if he's responsible. What did he do? We know Belichick's responsible. We know Tomlin's responsible. We know Sean Payton's responsible. We know Andy Reid's responsible. Hell, we know Ron Rivera's responsible. But every time something goes on with the Cowboys, is it Kellen Moore? Is it Mike McCarthy? Is the player? Is it Jerry Jones, Steven, Jerry Jr.? Who the hell is it? We don't know. So guess what? If you don't know, that means you don't have a leader. And if you don't have a leader, what you missing? It's very simple. You all blustered. Let me finish. Mike McCarthy.
Oh my gosh, she didn't dunk that bitch.
What difference does it make? Nah, I agree with you. Kellen Moore got interviewed by Jacksonville. He's supposed to be getting interviewed by Chicago, Minnesota. Even though they had the #1 offensive points and yards, I'm not impressed with what I've seen from Kellen Moore over the last 8 weeks. Dominic Fox was absolutely right saying that this morning. I haven't been impressed with what I've seen from Kellen Moore the second half of the season. And by the way, nobody brought up that his ego, Ryan, might have gotten in the way because why are you calling a quarterback sneak with 14 seconds left? You know why? Because you wanted to be impressive, as opposed to having your mind on winning the game. I'll tell you where they need to go, Michael Irvin. How about giving him with the job that he's done on that defense? The job that he's done on that defense. And leave Kellen Moore there. How about giving Dan Quinn the head coach job? He took him to a Super Bowl. He blew it. But Kyle Shanahan was there too when they blew a 28-3 lead against New England in a Super Bowl. But Quinn took you to a Super Bowl. Why not give him the head coach job?
Give him to a Super Bowl right now. But he got fired last year. Oh, so wait, I know, but hold on. He didn't get fired for no reason. So don't act like you're putting somebody that's pristine in front of me. No, why don't you take him? He's pristine. I gave you pristine. I gave you Belichick or Sean Payton. I understand that. Don't ask me to run to somebody else that you think that just messed up last year, messed up his job. Let me tell you one thing also that matters, that matters in these situations, and we're seeing it around the NFL.
Damn. Shot. Yeah, I need like 2 more threes, y'all. Then like y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I ain't gonna bullshit. I need to fix my 3-point percentage. Oh bullshit. My shit fucked up.
Where do you find the perfect designer? Well,
about Mason Rudolph. I don't want to hear about Dwayne Haskins. Hell with that. You gotta go get a quarterback.
Has the legal issue.
I understand that. Listen, I don't give a damn. You gotta get him and wait. I don't give a damn. You gotta get if that man. I don't give a damn. You gotta get him and wait for 8 games or whatever it is. You gotta get yourself a quarterback to have a future. You didn't want to push Ben out the door. Ben's a 2-time Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer, great guy. We understand all of that, but he was never the best quarterback in football in his career. And with respect, I say this: he stuck around a little bit too long, and that curtailed Pittsburgh's ability to find his team.
Damn, I fucked it up some more.
Cowboy fans, I can't find.
Just stepped in. Can you help me? Help you what? Fuck it. God damn. You know, let me step back on a nigga. Not let me step back. Damn, them niggas is fucking me up.
during the wild card round so far, and Mike McCarthy has taken a lot of heat for the third season's early exit. 2 seasons as the head coach of Dallas. The former Super Bowl winning coach is 18-16, including this playoff loss. So Shannon should.
Oh, I tried to go up top. My fault, G.
Fire.
Well, Skip, you know I'm not in the business of calling for guys to lose their job. I've had enough of people calling for me to lose my job when I first started here with you, Skip, so I try to refrain from asking for guys to lose their job. But I did tell you in the beginning, Skip, I didn't think he should have been hired anyway. I thought he was a product of what they had in Green Bay. And if you look at it, we've been proven right. You look at Aaron Rodgers and what he's done since Mike McCarthy, he's about to go, he's about to be in what? Possibly his third NFC Championship game, won 39 games in 3 years with a possibility of 2 MVPs. And what has Mike McCarthy got to show for his? 18-16 and a first-round exit. So for me, I didn't think he should have been hired. But they got a bigger issue than Mike McCarthy. Like the Cowboys not playing well in big games, regardless of the head coach. Dak Prescott not playing good in big games, regardless of the head coach and the lack of running game. This running game has deteriorated. To one, Skip, it was the backbone, the lifeline, the strong suit of what the Dallas Cowboys did. And now it's a shell of what it once was. I don't even know if it's a shell. It might be a dust of what it once was. If it's only not existing, and so there are a lot of things that play here. And if you get rid of Mike McCarthy, are you going to elevate Kellen Moore? Because, Skip, the thing is with this job, you understand you're the head coach's title only. Jerry and Steven still calls all the shots. So, yes, somebody will want this job. I'm the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, even if that's a name only. But they have a lot of pressing issues that need to be addressed. And then, like you always tell me, Jerry's not firing himself. So, it's either the head coach and some of the players going, but this franchise is going to be in the Jones family for the very foreseeable future and beyond.
Okay. You remember what I told you the day after my Cowboys won at New Orleans and Mike McCarthy was in protocol, so he was stuck back in Frisco in a hotel watching it via TV, and Dan Quinn had his cap on backward down on the sideline? I told you I loved it because I actually got a little energy, a little emotion
a little rah-rah, sis boom ma down on the sideline from Dan Quinn that I had been missing because Mike McCarthy is nothing more than a bump on a log on the sideline. He's a little bit of a spectator. And in the end, I feel like I don't even know what he does because he can't motivate, he can't pregame speak or halftime speak. He doesn't call plays, which was his forte, and for which he got high marks when he was calling plays for Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't do that anymore. Obviously, Kellen does. So what's his job? What's his role? Do players fear him the way once upon a time they feared the great Jimmy Johnson? No, they do not, obviously. Do they love him to where they want to die for him and run through the walls?
It don't matter who I got on me. That's the thing.
Nothing. Zero. So, look,
My nigga averaged 31 points a game.
Happy about what Jerry Jones, the way he reacted last night. I thought he was starting to light the fire under Mike McCarthy because he made a strong point, as I agreed. This team was better than it played last night. Jerry said we were in perfect position. We were as healthy as you could expect us to be right now. And it did not happen. Well, he said, I'm not ready to talk about, that's not in play right now to talk about the coach's future, but it felt like he was saying it could be in play
Won't be open.
in the next few weeks.
I'm not here.
Well, obviously, he loves Mike McCarthy because he's like a brother figure, not a son figure, more like a let's have beer and nachos and kick it around, and they have a good rapport because McCarthy's just easy to get along with. He's a great puppet for Jerry. I think he does.
Always look for that hoe. I promise you. Oh my God.
In the end, last night I sat back and I thought,
Hit me. Oh my. Yeah, my God. Hit. I'm pop. I'm pop.
Covered the dynastic 90s Cowboys. I mentioned Jimmy. If I could take Jimmy in his heyday and make him the head coach of this team, there's so much talent on this team that is underutilized.
Oh my God.
I got it. You're right. That would be the missing ingredient because Jimmy motivated in part by fear, where everybody's like walking on eggshells, like, oh my God, I don't want to cross Jimmy because Jimmy's going to bring hellfire and damnation down on you if you mess it up. And Jimmy's teams never came out flat. That team was flat yesterday. That team was not emotionally prepared to play that football game. And Kyle and Mike and company, they got their team ready to play.
Oh, hot. Hit me.
My team just wasn't emotionally prepared. Go ahead.
What did you say? You said the same thing on Thanksgiving.
Well, boy.
You said the same thing against the Broncos. They weren't ready to play. You said the same thing against Kansas City. They weren't ready to play. And in the playoffs, again, a reoccurring thing. And you're right, but here's the thing. The reason why they don't have the
corner.
Because they know Mike McCarthy has no power. A king that has no crown. An emperor that has no cloak. He's a figurehead.
Try to get freaky with it.
I'm the head coach. Cook right. Yeah. He has no power. Jerry
A shot.
The last time they feared somebody, it was Jimmy Johnson and Bill Parcells. Because the Bucs,
Look at that.
they said what they said, it wins. That's how it was with Mike Shanahan. When we was in Mike, you knew one thing, Jim. You was on that team because Mike Shanahan wanted you on that team. He was the head coach, he was the general manager, he was everything.
Yeah.
Everything stopped with him.
Hit me.
If we wanted to watch the fight, the night before games, Mike, if we get the fight,
Nah, you're supposed to pass that to me, my guy. You gotta pass that to me. Hit me. Oh my goodness. It's wide open, man. It's wide open. Let's go.
I swear to you, in the end, to conclude this, I swear Dan Quinn would have gotten more out of this team than Mike McCarthy did. Just on motivational X factor. He just got a little charisma to him. I mean, he did get a Falcons team to up 28-3.
If y'all played through me, bro, I promise you we're gonna win. I'm gonna pass the ball. I'm gonna get niggas open. Look for triangle a lot.
Now, obviously, if you team with the talent that they have on it for to underachieve year in and year out like it does.
Oh my God, it won't let me up there on that. Hit me.
Well, another team, another coach that kind of had a frustrating go over the weekend. This feels like a long time ago at this point. Bill Belichick, has he been exposed without Tom Brady? What happened to the Patriots Saturday?
Triangle, y'all boys. I'm letting y'all know.
Dak Prescott didn't look like the franchise QB.
For real.
Despite scoring 2 total touchdowns, he missed receivers throughout the day and also threw a bad pick
All the way.
in the second half. So Shannon, please give Dak a letter grade for me.
Hit me. Oh my God, you gotta hit me. Oh, you lucky. You lucky. You gotta hit me, bro. I'm right up feel up.
And it wasn't the official fault. And the fans should have probably done trash on him since he like dumping trash on people that he believed that didn't do their job adequately.
Stay up top. Stay up top. Hit me.
That's what should have happened. 20 incompletions. Threw an INT. That was a horrible INT. Cedric Wilson was
gonna go to a corner.
The guy was behind Cedric Wilson.
Corner. And one.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the play Deebo Samuel scored. Like on the next run, put him up 20.
If y'all can't hear me talking like that, I just got a sucker in my mouth.
It was the third worst of the weekend.
I got a sucker.
We got a home game. I remember last week if Clarence Hill wrote after they did what they did to the Eagles, he played that great game. Now the bleak gets real.
That's ass. Okay, hey. You don't look.
Ain't nobody put nothing out. Ain't nobody written no column.
I mean,
I need to start. I've got to get me a prescription.
he finna make the niggas quit. He gonna be the reason. Or he gonna quit himself.
And it's not the first time that he's been bad to start the game. And like you said, he tried
I'm at Advil one. Oh my God, I can't talk right now. I'm at average 31 points per game. How can I tell? 3 points. 3 points.
Saw the 4 seconds, thought it was time, but just tough to accept.
What's going on, RC?
Hey man, Shay man, look at the ball.
Yeah, we got the cube.
Look at the ball.
Are you kidding? This is gonna last a good solid month.
better rough one, RC.
Yeah.
Better rough one. Playmaker for it to be
Okay.
first day back to deal with the Cowboys in the playoffs. I'm telling you what, man, if that's not TV justice, I do not know what is, man. Welcome back, bro.
I'll pass that shit. That was the punt fake. That was the punt fake. I was supposed to go to the corner. On baby. Too much.
Yeah, him and Dan held it down for sure. Yeah, they did a
They
good
should have their own show.
All right, let's get to Mike McCarthy though, fellas.
Oh my God.
He's under
Footwork.
fire right now. Dan, I'll start with you. Did they
Footwork.
move on from their head coach, the Cowboys?
You know, it's so hard to say a man should lose his job. I mean, Herb knows this, Stephen A. knows this. It's hard to sit here and call for a coach's job, but Mike McCarthy has shown this ineptitude his entire tenure at the Dallas Cowboys. There's been clock management issues. There's been situational football.
Corner.
This team doesn't seem prepared, and the undisciplined showed the undisciplined nature of their play yesterday. 14.
We gotta play fast, bro. I'm trying to put up like 100 on niggas, bro. We got the tempo too slow for me. I'm trying to have everybody score 20 a game, so that's not gonna happen unless niggas don't move the fucking ball quick enough up the courts. Hit me. I know the players have to execute. I know the players have to play. And Dak Prescott should understand. You don't have time to fight the football. You have to go all verts and try to get a shot in the end zone. But these are all things Mike McCarthy shouldn't have set up. These are all things Mike McCarthy should have his team prepared for. And think about this. Think about how important seeding is.
Because you lose to the Arizona Cardinals at home, by the way, you only muster 20 points at home.
My fault, always trying to
by
catch
the
your
way,
body.
You end up being the seed that has to
Cut
play the
past
San
that shit
Francisco
to the
49ers
win.
instead of being the 2 seed, where you would have gotten an opportunity to play the Philadelphia Eagles. You don't think that's the team you want to play over the
What you
San
mean?
Francisco 49ers? But because
I'm passing you the ball, oh my god. I passed it off inbound for a reason, bro.
because you lose,
I passed it for inbound, moved out the way.
the hottest teams in football,
Okay, okay. You gonna get it when you get it, bro.
you got a $140 million quarterback. You got a $100 million wide receiver. You got a $100 million tackle. You got a $90 million running back. And you scored 17 points in a home
I got him.
playoff game. That's a problem.
Yeah, you do what you want to do. I'm gonna get my points. I'm gonna get my stats. All I care about. I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna ain't tripping. So y'all do what y'all want to do. Me too. I'm gonna get. Hey, I get my assists and I get my points. That's all I look for in my steals. So
Mike McCarthy's the worst coach on the team.
I'll do my part.
McCarthy was going to cost him a game, and he did both of those things. If Jerry Jones wants to win,
Shot.
while he can still be here to see it,
You need to take that shot meter off.
Mike McCarthy can't be the coach, whether it's Dan Quinn, whether it's Kellen Moore, wherever you want to move.
You would be averaging 28 with it. You would be averaging 30 without it. It gives you a shot boost. It gives you a shot boost. A 5% shot boost without it.
Going down the stretch and all those missing timeouts, not having a timeout, the challenge that fumble.
You'll probably be averaging probably like 80% from the field, from the 3-point line. Oh, not good enough though. Not good enough. Not good enough. Hell no. My shit not good. I got a 72, 73. I'm trying to get my shit up to 80. Hey. No, I said that 3-point percentage ain't good enough. I said, yeah. I said that. I said that. You know what I'm saying? You'll be averaging more, a higher percentage from 3. And you'll be hitting more threes without it. You know? Yeah, that's me. My fault. No, I ain't tripping about it.
Not just make scenes design. He's a job also deep down inside. He's one of those guys that bring out the best, and he's not doing that. But I don't know where do you go. If you don't, I do. Like I know where you go. Get me somebody like Bill Belichick, then I'm not willing to make the change.
I know where to go. But before I go to answer this question,
Thank you. Oh, that's still. Thank you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No. Oh, that was to the corner. That was to the corner, bro. My fault, bro. I was supposed to go to you anyway. I ain't icon. I thought I was gonna be able to get it there with my analog, but my controller decided to go there. Good boy. Bucket. Hey. Bucket. Fuck. Now you're gonna inbound to the oh dude. Send me all the way out the picture.
Mike McCarthy, again, we take no pleasure in anybody losing their job.
Why? Why?
Let me tell you the number one reason why Mike McCarthy needs to go.
What shit, bro?
Because most instances, when something goes wrong with the Cowboys,
Thank you.
we don't even know.
Damn, y'all passing ass nigga.
What does he do? We know Belichick's responsible. We know Tomlin's responsible. We know Sean Payton.
I got Hall of Fame glue hands, but that nigga passing ass.
Hell, we know Ron Rivera's responsible. But every time something go on with the Cowboys,
Thank you. Hit me.
is it Mike McCarthy?
Hit me. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is it Jerry
Oh
Jones?
my god.
Jerry Jr.? Who the hell is it?
I get it still. I can't even get rewarded for it. That's some shit, boy.
If you don't know,
That's some
that
shit.
means you don't have a leader. And if you don't have a leader, what you missing?
I'm trying to
It's very
motherfucking.
simple. You all bluster. He's
tripping. As long as I get 20 points and my 3-point percentage is 100, I ain't tripping.
What difference does it make? Nah, I agree with you. Kellen Moore got interviewed by Jacksonville. He's supposed to be getting interviewed by Chicago, Minnesota.
Oh my God, I'm a fucking dime.
I'm not impressed with what I've seen from Kellen Moore.
I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I passed that bitch. That motherfucker. That motherfucker. I'm like motherfucking. Oh, that's your shot. My fault. I didn't think he was gonna pass it. Because I ain't been getting it like that. Only got 3 shots in the third quarter from the 3. What you mean? Only got 3 shots in the. What you mean? No bullshit. No bull. No bull. I look for the win too. But at the end of the day, I adjust to how we play, and I just ain't think I was gonna get the ball right there. It's the third quarter. Only got 3 shot assists in the third quarter from the 3. But I ain't tripping. We're winning. That's playoffs. Oh shoot! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm like out of that bitch. I should just dribbled out the paint, man. Fuck. Thank you. Do that nigga with one hand. Shot.
I don't know what kind of love they got over there in Green Bay. It matters how much the quarterback and the head coach and all the corners gets along now. And Dak happens to love Kellen Moore, and Dak happens to love Mike McCarthy. That I just want to put out there because obviously that matters in this league. Playmaker. Dak loves everybody. Dak is one of
See? That pass was supposed to come to me if it was a dimer like me. I was open. That was a 3, bro. Stop playing. Damn. Like. That's all. We're still. I feel it. 3 seconds, bro. 3 fucking seconds. That motherfucker. Open. Good shit. Look at me at. That's it, bro. Let me get my double-double. I might go for a triple-double with some steals. It depends how that square go. My boy, man. I know. That's all. Yeah, that's me. That's a block, though. Watch this. Oh, my God. I thought you want to shoot. He lied to me. Hit me. Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Oh, I should have shot that bitch. Oh, I saw pass. That's why I did that. Fuck. Was that a 3? Oh, that wasn't a 3. No, it was a 3. At least I'm at 75%. Something to work with. Yeah, I can do it now. Hey, 9. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Ho, ho, ho. Green giant. Well, that's my first foul. Oh, y'all finna get triple double. Hold up. 5 more steals. 3 more assists. Yep. Yep. I'm probably gonna get 8 by the end of the game, no bullshit, but it depends how next quarter go. In your face. Oh, who that? Stop playing, man. 41. Oh God, that mullet fucking their ass up. I reward them too. I come to them. I make sure everybody try to get the ball every like couple possessions. Because at the end of the day, it's a fucking game. Nobody came here to fucking stand around all day. So it's on you if you take your open shots or not. And that's why I don't get people. I don't get why people make motherfucking. Damn, I did not pass it there. Shot. That's why I don't get why. It's looking sweet. It's sweet. It's always sweet when I'm on the court. That's always, bro. Nah, he good. He good. That's the best corner. Wherever I'm at, it's the best choice to get that bitch if you want to assist. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. I help niggas teammate grades out like a bitch. Bucket.
Russell Westbrook is very, very wise in his response because the last person in the world who wants to challenge Irvin Magic Johnson is a point guard, any point guard that's playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. You don't want to challenge Irvin Magic Johnson. You want to be quiet and just defer. At the end of the day, here's the reality.
Hey, one nigga. What is that?
Now, whether it's a trade or whatever,
He played basketball in real life?
I hold Frank Vogel accountable, and I'm not calling him to be fired because I'm very fond of Frank Vogel. And I am holding him
Playing
in 2017.
dirt man, whoa.
You have a head coaching job because you're a good coach spouse as a head coach. The fact that this team is so abysmal defensively.
He's a point guard, bro. You supposed to have some sense, my nigga. Your shots gonna come your way.
If you want to be on camera, you want to be behind the camera, you want to do radio,
And I'm on the court.
whatever it is, this
And I've been open like a motherfucker this game. So that means you ain't even hitting niggas.
Welcome to the complete collection of LeBron James.
If you was playing some good niggas right now, you'd probably been quit. No bullshit. These niggas suck.
playlist link in the description box down below that not only has this 3-part series,
Or
but
the
also all
Kennedy
the
this whole
other
game
playlists
when
within
they
the
asked.
entire series. Without further ado, these episodes take me a long time to edit and produce, so if you could quickly hit that like button before the video begins, that would be incredible. Subscribe if you are new and you enjoy the content. Hit that notification button so you stay notified when a new episode drops. I won't keep you waiting.
The block. Oh my god. Oh my god.
By NBA players and legends.
Way too late.
By far our best player this league. I don't think there's really anyone next to him. I think he's there to go down the list. You know, Bron is
Green bean, llama bean,
busy. Oh, let's
make
talk
your
about
mama
that.
scream.
Number so long. He's right there. It's probably here to Jordan.
I get asked all the time about MJ, LeBron, and it's such a difficult question to ask. All I know is they're the two.
Corner. I was finna hit you. You just too many traffic in the way, my guy. Should I get a turnover? I see it. I get a high hand the ball every time. Let them niggas work. Makes sense.
I was trying to throw it to you down quick.
Hard around.
Michael, who do you think's under the most pressure?
In that game,
Yeah, even the team. Which team is under the most pressure?
for me in this game, first of all, I think goes all falls on Sean McVay. Sean McVay has done everything, bro. And all of his
bro. How does
players
the big man have
leverage
the
everything the Rams have.
Cause the big man better than him.
Now,
Oh, so that's
put everything in this quarterback right here, Matthew Stafford. You have to show up. You have to win this football game. And the Cardinals can still win this
He
football
better than
game.
him, bro.
I'm taking the Rams to win this
So with a big man having more points than a point guard.
But it'll take a phenomenal game. It'll take a
That's how I know you don't know nothing about basketball, my guy. Hit me. Hit me.
Yeah, and you're right. They put the chips in. They got Von Miller. They got OBJ. The Rams.
And I try to pass. Fuck. I try to pass out that shot. Oh, you bitch ass nigga. Why would you run to the corner where he at? Why? Thought he was gonna cut in the basket. I was gonna be a good ass hoop. Give me that. Oh my god.
I'm talking about the playoff game that's on ESPN tonight. I'm talking about the Dallas
Oh,
Cowboys. They're better
I fucked up my shooting percentages, bro. 7 for 9. Hey, let me shoot that one more shot. Let me get one more shot. Let me get one more shot. Open. I'm open. Oh, no. I'm trying to get my shit to 80%. Oh my gosh, man, you didn't jump. Give me that. Watch out. Bitch. Alright, I'm straight. 80% from the 3. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Moving on up. Moving on up. I'm almost in GOAT, baby. Back in GOAT. Almost there. Oh my goodness. The boy player of the game. Got 8 assists, 7 steals, 36 points, 13 for 18. I would say that right there is a fantastic performance right there. That's a magnificent performance.
Absolutely like a party track.
That's a masterpiece. And my man averaged 31 points a game. Ain't that some shit? I did what he was supposed to do to me. Cause I'm that nigga. Fuck what you talking about. But I can't do without my teammates though. You know. Oh yeah. Most definitely. I need a point guard. I could drop 40, 50 on their ass if I had a good point. No bullshit. I got a good game. No God.
Stream live TV from 85 plus channels and save up to $500 a year with YouTube TV.
Are you still convinced the Bucks won't repeat the champs?
Well, I still feel very comfortable that I think Green Bay is the best team in the NFC. I think, obviously, we know now that 49ers are going to Lambeau and they're going to Tampa. I would feel a lot better than the Rams because the Rams are already lost. Especially if Christian Watson is 50% or not in the lineup. So, the moment he went down, what started to happen, Skip? They started to get home with four. Tristan couldn't make her down because of his right ankle. They tried to go to keep trying to go back, keep trying to be like, I just don't know. And they started to get fresh. And I was watching the game yesterday. If you do not fresh as Tom Brady, the Eagles will go down. Tom has a big gun and he will go down. So he's going to beat you up. You got to get fresh on him. And the Eagles for the better part of the game before Tristan Wirfs got hurt. Couldn't get any pressure on him. So now Tom is just Mike Evans, Gronk, Tyler Johnson. Early in the game, if he was a little off, I don't know if they were like a little too deep on the route, a little too shallow. I don't know if they thought it was zone. Tom thinking man, Tom thinking zone, they're thinking man, but he was a little off. But once he got his feet up under him, I'm not surprised. But I'm also not surprised that this happens in the NFC East. You see what happens when you play in a crappy division? When you go to the playoffs, you get exposed. That's what happened yesterday. Those two teams got exposed. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with the quarterback position. But you're not running your way to a championship. And I haven't seen the progression. I understand that he's young, but he's not a great anticipatory thrower of the football. Jalen Hurts is. Skip, guys are not going to be wide open like they were in Oklahoma, where CeeDee Lamb and Bakar and Rambo was running wide open. That's not how it is. You have to throw people open. But the Bucks did look good yesterday. I don't know if are the Bucks really that good or the Eagles back. I think it's a combination. But yeah, sure. But I don't have them beating the Rams if they face the Rams. If the Rams face Tampa, it is for them when they I don't know if they play Saturday, if they play Saturday, Sunday. I don't know what day they play. But whatever day they play, if they play the Rams, this season's coming to an end.
I smell a bunch of cases of Diet Dew bet on that. Thank you very much. So we'll get to that soon.
We already got it.
Next, we'll get that tomorrow's Undisputed. Okay. But right here, right now,
okay.
To quote the great Shannon Sharp, I feel very comfortable in saying the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are about to repeat because I saw it in full force yesterday. I saw Brady goating at the highest goat level. I saw 44 years of age going on 24 years of age. And to your point, he was off a little bit early. It was blowing 20 miles an hour in Tampa yesterday, almost gale force wind, and he was actually throwing the football too hard early on because his velocity looks like it's actually improved at age 44. I don't know how he does it. He's going Benjamin Button as a quarterback. And I saw Tampa Bay's defense suddenly rise and Super Bowl shine yesterday right on cue as they got Shaq Barrett back, they got JPP back, they got Levante David back. there are a couple players still missing that are about to come back. They didn't have Fournette on offense. They didn't have Stuart Grayson on offense. But the point was,
They're running the zone, I think.
what did Brady do that my
This shit
Cowboys
ass
could not
though.
do? My Brady as quarterback, Dak Prescott. They just took the football right down the field with the after
Come on.
toss.
Oh
They
my
said,
God.
we'll take
Stand on
it
me.
and we will go with it. And they went right down the field and stuck it in the end zone. Why did they do that? Because Philly came in with the #1 rushing attack in pro football. How do you take the football out of their hands? You just put it on the scoreboard. You go up 7-0, and you're going to force Jalen to throw it more than he wants to throw it. So all of a sudden it's 14-0. All of a sudden it's 17-0. And on those first 3 scoring drives, would you believe Tom Brady went 17 of 21 for 147 yards. That's the first 3 scoring drives. And he threw one to Mike Evans, if we could see this in the end zone, that I thought was going to be his 3rd touchdown pass. And Mike just couldn't quite hang on to it. It hit him right in the hands. But Slade was kind of over his back, and it was close by. I think we're about to see it right here. But it hit him right in the hands. He just couldn't hold on. So that's Brady's 9th drop touchdown pass in the end zone this year, which is why he should be the MVP. But that's another argument for another day. So my point
When you all Pro Bowl skill.
Okay. Yeah, I know what my eye test told me. I know what Pro Football Focus says. Yeah, I know what it says. He's going to. Aaron Rodgers will win the MVP, which is why Brady's about to win the Super Bowl MVP, because he will be driven. And by the way, if we can fast forward to the end of the game yesterday after Jalen Hurts' final incompletion of the game, if we can see what Brady did with the football, please. He jumps onto the field, snatches up the football, turns, and keeps it out of bounds. It was unbelievable. It's like a little kid would do. Here's Jalen Hurts' final incompletion, and guess who's on Johnny on the side? It's Brady. He caught it, and he heaves it in the stands. That's like a little kid. Oh, he did catch it. I thought it bounced, actually. This is the first time I've actually seen it for a second time. Touchdown, Tom Brady, and he heaves it in the stands like a little kid. Because, yeah, well, that was thrown over the wrong shoulder. It should have been left shoulder.
No, you gotta get that to me.
But the point is that Tom Brady,
Whenever y'all see red on y'all, bro, just know I'm open. When the red dude get on y'all.
And there were 2 plays made that were spectacular yesterday.
And that's what I'm focusing on.
This is what he
I
does
don't know what the fuck.
at the highest of levels. He can zone
Man really,
blitz. He
good
can
shot.
suddenly drop right off the
Man
line of
really
scrimmage
can't hold
and
me,
he
to
can
be
play
honest.
pass defense like Mike
I think
again.
they're really
And
sweet
all of
as
a
hell.
sudden, he tips the ball.
That paint really sweet as hell.
Just over his head. He takes the ball to himself and catches it. It's a big-time playoff winning kind of play that we saw for the first time in a while, because I had my doubts about this defense. So all of a sudden they've got that going. See it one more time here. And then guess who? Mike Evans. We can see the Mike Evans catch, run, and front flip into the end zone, please. This is what you're going to be up against, because as Mike Evans said, I don't care who we play as long as they play man defense, because he keeps it alive. What a sweet throw that was by the GOAT, and he front flips into the end zone. Another indication that the Buccaneers are poised for takeoff. I saw defense, I saw special teams, I saw it all yesterday, and I saw a team that is about to march straight to SoFi Stadium out here in Los Angeles for the Super Bowl.
Explain it to your show. Why would they step up so hard when Tampa is, if that's the Tennessee Titans, if that's Derrick Henry, if Danny Hill is making the ball and all those 4 guys step up like they did, I get that. But why would those guys step up like that with that John Bond? See, that's the thing, that's what I'm telling you. See, you think the guys don't.
The BK $5 Your Way deal is here to make your choice easy and so tasty. Go straight to the Double Whopper Junior with piping hot small fries, 4-piece crispy nugget.
Vanderbilt, there's 4 people. Listen, this league fears people from Vanderbilt because it's a pro pipeline.
I'm
not
open.
only this league, but to the NBA and MLB, as you well know.
Well, you know what, Skip, that might be all well and good, but Vanderbilt in that situation, there's no reason for you to step up that hard and try to build a run gap when they don't really run the football like that. That's just knowing. It happened a lot with Peyton Manning, and guys just started saying, well, we hope you hand the ball off. Because if you hand the ball off, you're not nearly as dangerous as you are throwing the football. So when Tom Brady hands the ball off
Got the ball.
You're not throwing it to Gronk or to Mike Evans or to Tyler Johnson apparently. So you should commend him if he actually puts the ball in the running back's belly. Still, the Eagles just did a lot of things special teams. The fastest guy in the Gunners.
This nigga can't guard me off the ball, bro. Nigga too damn big. Hey, go to yours, go to yours, go to yours. Damn.
But it's just little things like that that get you beat in a playoff game because the possessions are so valuable. The football is so valuable.
Yeah, got it back. Shot. Damn.
And so that's the one thing that you don't want to have happen, especially if you're on the road. Look how quickly that game got out of hand in Buffalo the other night. When Mac Jones threw that turtle, he turned the ball over. It was just, they were already down 7-0, and they make it over 14 under 21, boom, 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 and the game's over. You look at Tampa, what happened when Jalen Hurts threw that pick? Next thing you know, game's over. You look at with Big Ben, they got behind and then he fumbled the ball, and then next thing you know, it's over. You can't turn the ball over as a road team, Skip, especially when you're dealing with somebody that has a high-powered offense like Tampa has, or like a Kansas City or a Buffalo. You turn the ball over, you're going down 10-14 quick.
Okay, I got you. So to sum this up, when they do get Murphy Bunting back as their slot corner on defense, and they will, he was going to go yesterday at the last second, his hamstring's still not quite right. When they do get Lenny Fournette back, playoff Lenny, his hamstring wasn't quite right yesterday, and they got away with it. They got Gio back now as the third down pass catcher out of the backfield. If Tristan Wirfs, I agree with you. The problem was yesterday his backup is injured also, and his backup got a little rust in the first snap. But it looked like the ankle wasn't too bad. So I'm going to hope and guess that Tristan Wirfs will be able to go. He did come back in the game for a little while. So if they are almost all whole, you're going to have hell getting them out of this playoff chase. Because, again, what if those 49ers, is it possible they go up to Lambeau and knock off Aaron Rodgers? Is it possible? Well, then they would have to go, obviously, to guess who? Go.
Yeah, it's absolutely possible. Because, you were that Sunday night game that Aaron Rodgers had to use his heroic, and they had to get a game-winning field goal in order to beat the 49ers? Now, the 49ers are not in awe of them. Charles Shanahan was down up, and we saw Cleveland, how Cleveland ran the ball. We saw how the Lions ran the ball. We've seen teams that have been able to run the football against the Green Bay Packers. And we know the 49ers can run the football. So, no. Do I expect them to win? I'm going to pick Green Bay. But, Skip, I'm not going to be like, oh, my God, did you see the 49ers went to Lambeau and won? Yeah, they can win because they can run it. And they can, if Big Bosa is able to go, they can cause a problem. Now, the good thing is Bakhtiari is back. If you see the difference when you have a three-field left tackle like Trent Williams, he neutralized our whole side. He neutralized that, so now we can slide the protection the other way, shift the other way, and protect, because I know my left tackle. If Bakhtiari is back, he can neutralize one side, and now you can help on Nick Bosa and those other guys.
Got it. All I know is Brady's about to win number 8.
I mean,
it's not happening.
It just adds up really quickly.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe.
Pass back, what's up?
The latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best ways to watch some of our other shows on Netflix.
So you got that bitch to me, cuz. Bullshit. Damn, my fault. Should've just stood up there. My shit gone now. But still that nigga though.
Just give me a cowboy loss and put one on me, and I turn it to a super drill. That's what we do, baby.
So, allow me to say, to start this show off, that I was wrong about my Dallas Cowboys. There, is that enough for you? Just take it and run with it.
No. You remember
just 8, but you still owe me 2. And for the season, you still owe me 37 cases of Diet Mountain Dew, the breakfast of champions, the nectar of the gods. Thank you.
I will get 8 more back on Sunday. I will get 8 more back on Sunday.
Let's do it. Shannon, what is the biggest reason, in your opinion, the Cowboys lost this one?
Guess who's not upset with the way things played out? The guy that predicted it all year long, Skip Bayless. This is who your Cowboys are. I kept telling you, everybody, there are people that talk about football for a living now that played with this team. Oh, this is different. We have so many players. Even Skip Bayless said, this feels.
The officials didn't get anything wrong. The official was trying to do his job. Now, he wasn't hustling the way the official hustled in Green Bay. I mean, in San Francisco, when they were playing Green Bay, they had to spot the ball for Aaron Rodgers. But, you know, that dude's going to be the MVP. And honestly, the call isn't a bad call. You just have to know how much time you have left in the game. With 14 seconds, you're probably not going to get that play.
Hey, let the AIs run the point, man. When they come up with court, they call for the ball and be wide open. They gonna pass that bitch wide open. AI cheese these niggas.
All of these folks who are doing TV now, obviously nobody's letting Rex call defense.
Play off ball on the AI. Let that AI bring the ball up and shit, and like try to get open off the ball. And whatever you do, call for the ball.
If this was Bill Belichick, I'd have nothing to say, right? If this was Mike Tomlin, I'd have nothing to say. John Harbaugh, some of these guys who we believe do a good job of clock management and game management. But Mike McCarthy has not the entire year. I told y'all on week 2 of the season that Mike McCarthy is the worst coach on the Dallas Cowboys team. I told y'all at the beginning of the season, Mike McCarthy and game management will cost the Dallas Cowboys a win at a critical moment. And as much as I have done the dance that I'm right on Get Up on Monday morning, I'm not going to do it now because it's sad that Mike McCarthy, I knew, was going to cost this team a game. Obviously, Jerry Jones didn't know that, and now the Dallas Cowboys are home, and we got to figure out something else to start the show with next week.
We'll worry about that later. Don't even remind me. But Reds, I was writing the words down as Dak was talking there. We practiced that over and over again. I looked up to it in 4 seconds. We had time to get everyone set. It's not clear. Again, we just showed snippets of it. It's not clear. He's not saying there that what was missing was the umpire has to spot the ball. And if you think about it, it makes sense. For anyone sitting at home thinking, why did the umpire have to touch the ball? Because you can't just decide where the ball is spotted. You don't get to decide that. Correct. The umpire has to spot the football first. And Dak does not seem to acknowledge that in his comment.
Yeah, absolutely. The officials did a great job. I mean, they really did the whole game, I thought. And to me, the man's trying to do his job. He has to spot the ball. And that's where Dak should have given the official the football, period, in the conversation. The other thing is this. He said there's 14 seconds left. Dak said, we're going to spike the ball. Well, you better have 16 seconds if you plan on spiking the football. If it's under that, then you need to have it snap to you and run your last play.
Let's underline that thought. What you're saying is instead of running up there to spike it, you're saying they should have been running up there to get the ball snapped and run the final play.
That's exactly right. And Dan talked about it earlier. It's a terrific point because absolutely, that's why you need 16 seconds, not 14 seconds.
When I watched the final play happen, 2 quotes that I love to kind of live by, teach my kids all the time. If you don't rise to the level of expectation, you fall to the level of training. There's no way that the Cowboys looked like they were prepared and trained for that moment. And then practice until you can't get it wrong, not until you get it right. So again, the Cowboys looked like they practiced that play, yes, but in ideal settings, in ideal situations, not into worst case scenario situations, or what happens if it doesn't go exactly the way it goes on a Friday at the Star when we're all in t-shirts and shorts and the official's right there. We all just have a ball cap on and not a helmet, and the moment just becomes so big. This was a lack of execution by players. It was lack of preparation and teaching by the coaching staff. There is no way around it. I like Mike McCarthy. I love Kellen Moore. I'm a huge fan of Dak Prescott, the human being. You cannot sit there and blame those officials for your inability to operate in that moment. You get paid a lot of money. The offseason starts in February. You spend the whole offseason preparing for those just think when you look at the failure of the Dallas Cowboys, the reason that it's so troubling is because of the promise they showed early on in the season. This isn't one of those things where we came into the season and we looked at the roster and said that the Dallas Cowboys should be Super Bowl champs. We watched this team play through the first 7 weeks, and we watched them be balanced on offense, turn the football over defensively, and it was that team that we saw having an opportunity to advance in the playoffs. And so when you get to this point and you fall short again, it's almost devastation. It's almost tragedy that you aren't prepared in that moment. And let's be honest, the first 3 plays of that drive, we didn't show the Tony Pollard swing pass. They were perfect. They put this team in position to have a chance to win. And to lose it in that moment, which is the moment it always seemed that the Dallas Cowboys have lost games under Mike McCarthy, it is inexcusable. And this team is going to have excuses constantly. Even Jerry Jones said it. First off, the game shouldn't have come down to that play. We shouldn't have had 14 accepted penalties. We shouldn't have had a turnover by Dak that turns into a Deebo Samuel touchdown. So there were all kinds of things that the Dallas Cowboys could have done before this point. But
Bro, let the AIs run point, man. Let the AIs run point. I guarantee you, you let the AIs run point, bro, and you try to get open off the ball, it's gonna work. Call for the ball as soon as you get open or make a cut to the basket. I promise you it's gonna work. Or call for it when they look up, when you think they're gonna shoot that bitch. Like, it's not hard, bro. I promise you. Some AIs is literally the move for me. Be a whole bunch of teams by myself. So.
Supporter of it, believer in Dak Prescott for a long time, to the point that we call you his cousin and all that kind of stuff. What did you take away from his performance in general? The last 14 seconds notwithstanding, how did you feel about the game he had yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, it was underwhelming. It was underwhelming. I think that one of the interesting things is that Brent's in the first block, and also a lot of people talk about Kellen Moore stepping in as the new head coach. I don't know how you watch this team the last 8 to 10 weeks and think that Kellen Moore has earned a job as a head coach in this league. And I think it's fair you to be critical of Dak, but you paid Dak. And Dak is much better than most quarterbacks in the league. So Dak had a bad game, absolutely. You put them in a reasonable position at the end, he deserves some criticism. But the one person who I think is skating some on this and is still considered like a top head coach candidate, despite the fact that his league's best offense kind of looked like garbage for much of the second half of the season.
Who would the Bucs rather see win tonight? The Cardinals or Rams?
I think they probably would rather see the Rams win this football game because the more you think about it, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their secondary, for whatever reason, a guy like DeAndre Hopkins gets an opportunity to come back and certainly create problems for that secondary and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But then in the end, all they care about is continuing to win football games. I don't really think in the end it really matters if it's Arizona or the Rams.
Matt, what we're talking about last week was Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin. This guy doesn't have Leonard Fournette, he doesn't have Ronald Jones, he still puts up points for a guy like Anderson Ron. And also, you got to give this Todd Bowles a lot of credit for finally helping Jason Pierre-Paul. You talk about what they have with Shaq Barrett and linebacker Levante David comes back off that one injury. I mean, this team is for real, and this team can go deep and top these playing like this.
Yeah, by the way, it's not to take anything away from Tom Brady's greatest of all time. By my cliff prediction by a lot.
Go up.
And
Good
it's
shit.
a young quarterback because once they fall behind and you had to unleash him, that was not going to happen. He's not ready to take the next step at the quarterback spot just yet. In the future, he may be ready to.
Would love for them to, love for the Pats to get Mac Jones, a couple big time top receivers. But you know, Key, if we're saying Mac Jones is the quarterback of the future, then I stand by. I think Jalen Hurts is the quarterback of the future. I don't want to go into a tangent, Max, but the way I saw Mac Jones play, the way I see Jalen lead this team, a lot of people just want to cut Jalen off. What I'm saying is, hold on a second, they both played differently. They got their teams to the playoffs. That's a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts better quarterback than Mac Jones at this moment. I agree with you. And I agree with Keith. I agree with you. Mac Jones may want this. By the way, the jury is still out. So far, so good on Mac Jones. He is a rookie quarterback who doesn't run. But he can do a lot of other things well for a rookie in the right situation. And let's see if he continues to develop into a franchise quarterback.
Rich Bisaccia certainly needs an opportunity to land on as the head coach, but I can certainly understand if the Raiders want to go in another direction. The guy got him into the playoffs like Carson, and despite all of the different things that they had to go through this season, and when you look at it, you say to yourself, you give him his opportunity, maybe you mix up the staff a little bit, make some changes, give him a 2 to 3 year deal, and let him prove himself over the next couple of years that he is qualified to be a head coach of the National Football League.
My fault, I didn't mean to do that.
He's already proved that, but others out
That's right.
Me personally, I would love to see Coach be able to stay on with this team. I love the way that Derek Carr continues to lead. If it was him talking about the John Gruden situation, he handled that in class. If it was him talking about the Andrew Luck situation, he handled that in class. But Max, if you're asking me just straight from a business perspective, I think about Coach Jim Harbaugh coming from Michigan and what he can do for this team, and I kind of think he could be the Raiders' future coach to take him in another direction.
Honestly, like, the league is all about, do you have a coach, do you have a quarterback? If you check those two boxes, you're heading in the right direction, right? You don't check those boxes, you ain't gonna win. To me, it seems like they got a coach, you got a quarterback, and they're both good. The only question is how good, right? Are they good enough? They both look good to me, but good enough to find out how good they are, I would think, giving them some uninterrupted time together.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.
Dear Reese's, I hope this letter finds you in my stomach. Love, me.
How many times this season do we talk about the Cowboys and their coach and clock management? How many times did I say, well, it didn't cost them in that situation, it didn't cost them, but what should happen if it cost them a playoff game? And for it to end the way it did is just extraordinary. Dan, what does it mean?
Well, I look at the final play and I say the two people that are most responsible for that final play are the head coach and the quarterback. And you're not firing the quarterback. And I just think it's very difficult to look at that game and say that Mike McCarthy gives this Dallas Cowboys football team the best chance to be champions. This is a team that is talented enough to be a NFC Championship Super Bowl caliber team. Jerry Jones last week said it himself. It is Super Bowl or bust. And when I look at this football team under Mike McCarthy, how it ends yesterday, you heard the reporter say he fell down 13-0 at home. That's a direct correlation of being ready for the football game. 14 penalties, broke a franchise record. 8 of those penalties, by my count, either gave San Francisco a first down or took a first down away from the Dallas Cowboys. Again, unprepared. Mike McCarthy in his 2 years as the Dallas Cowboys head coach is 18-15. With Dak Prescott, outside of the NFC East, they're 6-9. In 2 years as the head coach, with Dak Prescott as his starting quarterback, outside of the NFC East, who's the worst division in football over the past few years, they are 6-9. The football team is average. The head coach has not made them above average. And yesterday he had the opportunity to be the reason why they found a way to win that home playoff game, and he only attributed to being the reason why they lost it.
Rex? Well, as a head coach, and he's not a play caller, okay? So what is your job as a head coach? Well, it's motivation. Your team needs to be popping out of their skin, especially playing in a playoff game. At home. At home. What's that team? I don't know. I'm just saying. All right, you be the judge of it, okay? You're also, penalties is a reflection of your team in preparation. For the 2 years he's been there, they've led the league in penalties both years. So that's a shot at him. I'm not saying you fire the guy or whatever, but clock management is the number one thing. And this team, we've said it all year, they've had clock issues the entire season. So the other thing that you got to look at, they have Kellen Moore, who I call, we've been calling Boy Wonder forever.
Sure.
Are you going to want him to leave your building if he has other head coaching opportunities? This is a homegrown guy. We've seen Jerry Jones fire Jimmy Johnson, for goodness sakes. All right? My dad got fired after 3 years in a row going to the playoffs with the Philadelphia Eagles back when that was really the East. When you had Parcells with the Giants, Gibbs with the Redskins, and you had Jimmy Johnson with Dallas. So you can fire a coach for many reasons. Every one of these things